Hello, we are the students of English at CFA La Llagosta, and today we are going to explain how difficult life was back in the 30s. Every student will read a paragraph. Thank you for your attention.
Every family was different in the 1920s, but there were some things that many of them had in common. What was day-to-day life like in the 1920s? What did families do? A typical family during the Great Depression would have consisted of the father, mother, and several children.
The average day would commence with the father of the family leaving for work. That is, of course, if he was lucky enough to still be employed. Shortly after he had left, the children would leave for school. Most children walked to school or rode to a school bus. The mother of the family usually did laundry on Mondays mornings. Some families had new labor-saving washing machine, but washing clothes by hand was still common.
The clothes were hung out to dry on a clothesline. Tuesday was ironing day. Some families had electric irons, but many women still used a heavy black flat iron that was heated on the stove. The most common form of entertainment was the radio. Radio programs would entertain families throughout the day with various kinds of programming.
During the day, soap operas would interest mothers while they worked in the home. After school, action and adventure programs for kids were common. In the evening, programs that the entire family might enjoy would take over the airwaves. In the family didn't want to listen to the radio, they might choose to play board games, which were becoming popular in the 30s.
Sorry was realized by Parker Brothers in 1934 and still remains popular today. By far, the most successful board game was Monopoly. This game gave people the chance to buy and sell property with money they could only dream of having. On Saturday evening, it was common for a family to go shopping if they had the money to do so.
There were a variety of stores downtown, from shoe stores to clothing, sporting goods, and music shops. Most families didn't have a lot of money to spend at these stores. The average take-home pay was about $17 a week. Some made as little as $7 a week. Doctors made about $60 a week. The price of products reflected the economic conditions. A men's shirt cost about $1.
A washing machine could be purchased for about $33. A winter coat may cost anywhere from $18 to $28. A milkshake may cost a dime, and a bag of roasted peanuts could be purchased for a penny. Since many families had so little money, certain things that were once commonplace became luxuries.
For example, going to the barber was no longer an option in many families. Haircuts at home became a standard practice. Family also stopped going to the dentist for regular checkups, and a doctor visits were safe for very serious conditions. Some women even start give birth at home in an effort to save money. Unfortunately, not every family could afford going shopping and purchase new clothes.
Some families were forced to patch shoes with rubber from wore-out tires. Even families that had once been affluent began dressing their children in the hand-me-downs. The Great Depression made life extremely difficult for many people. Unemployment rate reached unbelievable numbers, with as much as 20% of the population unable to find work.
This meant that an estimated 13-15 million Americans did not have a job. Those looking for work were desperate. A business got advertised for 6 positions that needed to be filled, and more than 15,000 applicants got applied. Some of those who couldn't find work began riding the rails.
Known as hobos, they illegally boarded boxcars on trains, hoping to find work in the next town. Those who were fortunate enough to keep their job saw their wages slashed by as much as 60%. A worker who had once made $1 an hour would be reduced to 40 cents and be happy to have it. All across this nation, fathers who had once held important positions in companies were now searching dumpsters for their family's next meal. Food was scarce for many.
Covered soup became a common meal. Meat and vegetables could no longer be afforded. Some families even resorted to taking turns eating. Some members of the family would eat on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, while others ate on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, with perhaps the entire family eating together on Sundays.
In order to cut heating costs, families resigned to heating only one room of their house. They used many different heating sources, from wood to coal, that they had found, or even corn cobs. In an effort to save money, many families shared homes. Some younger children were sent away to live with relatives in a different part of the country.
In other cases, kids as young as very told to leave home and go find work. Obviously, every family was different, and each had its own set of circumstances. However, each family did everything it could to make it through one of the most difficult times in American history.
Thank you for your attention and congratulations to my amazing students.